Greetings and welcome back to the Galley of the Sun. Today is a special day here in the Galley of the Sun. It happens every 3 to 5 months. It is sausage making day. So we've done a video before on making sausage. We made hot dogs, we made chorizo, we made breakfast sausages, we made Italian sausages, bratwursts, and kielbasa. Kielbasa is the key to this video today. So we've been making our own sausage for a very long time, and we've always made our kielbasa with pork. So recently we have started making our own hot dogs, and the hot dog blend calls for half pork and half beef, and they're absolutely out of this world. Now, we absolutely love the way that our pork kielbasas have turned out in the past. That's why we've made it the same year after year after year after year. But what if we're missing something? I mean, when you go to the store and you get smoked sausages, they have beef smoked sausages and they're pretty damn good. So today, we're gonna do an experiment. We're gonna make our kielbasas like we've always made them, except some of it is gonna be all pork, some of it is gonna be all beef, and then we're gonna make about 5 pounds of a pork beef mixture. And we'll find out what is the perfect kielbasa. So stay tuned. We've already ground up and made 10 pounds of breakfast sausage, 5 pounds of maple, and 5 pounds of sage. If you're interested in that, you can go look at our old video. We did that in there. Now we're gonna get into making the kielbasa. We'll give you some little shots of it, but basically you take your pork, you're gonna ground it on your big die first, and then you're gonna put a finer die in your grinder and grind that again. Then you're gonna mix in your water and your seasoning, then you're gonna case it. So that's what we're gonna start doing here soon. All right, big die, big die. From the round primal cut, so that's where you get your bottom round, your top round, your sirloin tips. So, no, we need 17 and a half, 17 and a half. It will not go up to 17, no. It goes up to at least 7. Yeah, we're making 25 pounds total. We have 7 and a half of beef, so 17 and a half of pork. So all the meat is double ground now. Now we need to mix in the seasoning. So I'm gonna do my beef kielbasas first. I have 5 pounds of double ground beef here. I'm gonna get that in our mixer. To that, we're gonna add our kielbasa seasoning. You can get crazy and make your own. There's all sorts of recipes all over the internet. There's a ton of sausage making books, or you can buy it pre-made. AJ Leg, I believe, is the brand that I normally use. Really like their stuff. So, in goes the seasoning. So typically those packages of seasoning come for either 24 or 25 pounds of meat. You're finally gonna figure out why you did that algebra in 3rd grade. You know, the numbers, the cross multiplying. Yeah, it's important for sausage making, so it's important. Stay in school, kids, stay in school. All right. Meat chilled in place. Now we just stir for a while. Get that all mixed up. Now you can do this with your hands. You don't need a fancy mixer like this. It's just that we've been making sausage for so long and decided that we're always gonna make our own sausage. And as you know, Greg doesn't like to get his hands sticky. I don't like to get my hands cold. And you need to keep your ground meat cold during this whole process. Voila, this solves the problem. Or if you don't speak French, viola. All right. I hope I didn't just lose all my friends in Canada right now. All right, anyway. Once this gets mixed in, the meat's gonna get pretty tacky. It's a good indication that you've mixed it well. Also the visual check, duh. Most of these seasonings are either pretty much on the white side or red if there's a lot of spices in there. Our breakfast sausage with sage, pretty red. Chorizo, of course, very red. The kielbasa is pretty much very, very white. All right, I say we're mixed. Next, we'll stuff the stuffer and get to making some sausages. The girls will do that. It's way too technical for me. Way too technical. It's like baking. All right, you don't have to get yourself a sausage stuffer.
Stop.
You can do it from a meat grinder, but this is a million times easier.
Stop.
So if you're going to make sausage often, it's really worth the investment.
How much was it?
About $100. And they're on sale all the time, so especially with the holidays coming up, good time to look for them.
Stop.
All right, so the girls are inside finishing up stuffing those last sausages. We're going to get the smoker ready because a kielbasa is a smoked sausage. I have found doing this in the past that I like a little bit more smoke flavor. So in addition to using my smoker at 210 degrees, I'm going to use this amazing smoke tube. So this thing is filled with pellets. We're going to get this lit and then blow it out and let it smolder, which is going to add more smoke flavor to those super awesome kielbasa. And it's a chance to play with the torch. All right, you want to make sure that you get it to where you have a nice, sustainable, visible flame. It ends up taking longer than you'd think. Once you have that, and I think we're there, then you can blow that out and let them just smolder. What's going to help those is the fan from the smoker is going to help with that process. So that's going good. Get her shut up. And yeah, within about 20 minutes or so, we'll be smoking our kielbasa. All right, so the girls are done stuffing the sausages. Now it's time to get them on the smoker. We're going to put them on here until they reach 165. How am I going to know when they hit 165? With my meter probes. So you want to strategically place these meter probes because different parts of the smoker are going to cook at different rates. So looking at my numbers here, I'm going to put number 1 in this upper corner here. Whoops. And then we got to keep our sausages separated. So these are the all beef kielbasas. So I'm going to put this into number 1 here. Get that in the center of the sausage. Get that up in the corner. And then give it plenty of company. You want to give a little bit of room around each sausage. Plenty of room to absorb that smoke flavor. And we're going to have to do this in 2 batches because what I have here is just the beef and pork. I haven't even touched the pork yet, and there are a ton of those. This one over here, we will put probe number 2 into. There we go. Probe number 3 goes in this bottom corner. Okay, this one is pretty thick, so we're going to put it over here. This is a more representative size. We'll get that last probe here, set it right there, get that nestled in. All right, should take about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes going at 210 degrees to get these up to the 165 we need to get them to. See you in a little bit. All right, so we have been smoking for about 2.5 hours now, and I have all of my beef kielbasa done. You can see those. These here are also all done, the beef and pork kielbasa. You can see there's a bit lighter color, so easy to tell them apart. And then just starting to get some of the pork ones done. I've got 4 of them done right now. Definitely lighter than the other 2. So, you know, you can tell the difference between them in color, but what's important is the flavor. Now, originally the girls are supposed to be out here and try them with me, and we'd decide which is best, the beef and pork, or the pork. It's quite late now, and the girls are in their jammies. So they refuse to be on camera. If you think they should be on camera in their jammies, please put that in the comments. Maybe I can get some help here. Not today, though. It's not going to happen today. So I'm going to take one of these beef kielbasa, cut it in half there. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a smoke ring there. So we'll get some pieces. I've got 5 people available to help judge this. So I'm going to cut 5 pieces of the beef one.
There you go.
Oh, look, she threw a shirt on top of her jammies. Okay, this is a beef and pork one. Okay, and then the pork one. What we normally make. All right.
We only have 5.
Okay, so Shar and I will try these here on camera. This is the beef one. Very good flavor. Okay.
Got a nice smoke ring on those.
Now the beef and pork. You can tell the difference in the flavor. Now the all pork.
No, this is what I'm used to. And it's really good, which is the all pork. But I think the beef one has a lot of flavor in it. Or at least that one did.
And also, as you get more beef, you go from the pork to the pork and beef to the beef. They're denser too.
Yeah, they are.
Definitely denser.
The beef ones are denser.
Do you have, so what's your favorite?
I actually am even on those. The blend is good, but it just doesn't have as much flavor as the beef or the pork. And I don't know why. But I just think that either the beef or the pork, they're good. They're equally good. This just for some reason doesn't grab as much flavor as both of those.
Huh. Interesting. I like all 3 of them. I can't tell if I like one better. Let me pass some out and we'll get the judgment from the rest of the party here. All right, so we got the judgment of the house. Pork won. It wasn't a landslide, but it did win. Now, I'll tell you, if you're trying to be economical, then pork is the way to go. It's going to be the cheapest you can go with. Looking at a big pork shoulder or a Boston butt, you can find those for around $1.99 or so a pound. If you're going with the beef, you're looking for something like a chuck roast, or we actually use beef knuckle, and maybe that's why ours is so much denser, because there was a lot less fat on that beef knuckle, which is part of the round cut, so where you get sirloin tips from and stuff. Yeah, but only one picked the beef and pork mixture, and everybody else really thought that it had the least flavor. So there you go. If you like summer sausage, you're gonna love the beef. The all pork, both a bunch of flavor. Beef is gonna be denser. Yeah, there you go. So I don't have a definitive answer, but they're all good. So no matter which way you do it, make your own sausages. It's a blast.
It's easy.
Hey, if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. What's your favorite type of sausage? Put that down in the comments, along with if the girls should appear on camera in pajamas. Thank you so much for joining us. And until next time, fair winds and following seas.